panicking. Don't panic. No, I am, because I'm going to lose my job.
A stitch up. It was a stitch up.
Upset. When I lose the small side of games, I'm upset. Because that's the fucking standard. When I don't see a team that wants to play in the Champions League. You want to play in the Champions League? Play to play the Champions League. And the same to you and everybody. And everybody that comes on the bench to contribute, to help. We work so hard to be here, and we give it away. The good thing, we have 45 minutes.
Do you think the best team lost this time?
I think so, yeah. Especially for 160 minutes. I'm saying that, and they are saying that because they just told me that.
Who did the PSG bench?
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta. Oh, boss, that game against Bournemouth was crazy. The last-minute goal, we went nuts. Though some people say every time we win a game, we celebrate like we won the league. We don't over-celebrate, do we, boss?
Oh, no, Martin Odegaard. I don't think so.
Welcome back, familia, to Northside LDN. Caramba, estamos aquí en esa porcaria, estamos aquí en esa porra. And today, unfortunately, I have to give you the news that Javi Simons has chosen Spurs. Chelsea, you let me down, man. You let me down, por amor de Deus. You had one job, bro. One job. We wanted to laugh at Spurs again. And what do you lot do? For this. I could have done with some good news today. And you lot just let me down, bro. You lot just let me down. I know you don't need an extra number 10. I know Javi Simons, whatever, you lot ain't really that interested. But, bro, do it for the community, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Grimsby Town, they knew the assignment. They did the assignment. You had one assignment, bro. You couldn't do the assignment. For this. Puta que pariu. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, at the end of the day, I think Simons is a decent player. No, world-class player, whatever. But Spurs needed strengthening in that position. Chelsea, not so much. You got Cole Palmer that can play there. You got various players that can play in the number 10. But, bro, just do it for the community, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? What's up with you guys? Just get the job done. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Simons is now a Spurs player. It is what it is. I just want to see them in the mud. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, you know? It is what it is. Rivalry. Você já sabe como é que a cena funciona. I don't care, bro. I want to laugh. You know what I mean? I want to laugh as much as I can laugh because, listen, it's long. Arsenal fan, there's not a lot to laugh about. I can't even lie. 21 years, no major honours. 6 years, and this manager still looks clueless in his tactics and everything else like that. That's just the facts. If you get upset about it, it's the truth, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? I will apologize when I see something different. But it is what it is. All I wanted to do is have a little chuckle. You know, Friday night, Friday evening. I wanted to have a good evening. I wanted to have an excellent evening. But you, man, stopped me from getting the excellent evening. Anyway, Javi Simons picks Spurs. Maybe because he knows he's going to start at Spurs. At Chelsea, is he going to start? Probably not. Probably going to hold bench. So it's kind of one of them ones. I can kind of see why, why he chose Spurs. Obviously, Bergvall trying to do that job, trying to do the Maddison job. Maddison as well, injured. The fans as well, the Spurs fans active, angry because obviously Arsenal ended up getting Eze. So I feel like the club, they felt the pressure. They knew they had to do something, innit? They had to do something. Maybe even had to, they don't really like to overpay or, you know what I mean? But they probably had to overpay wages, what they wanted for the player and everything else like that because just to save face, innit? You know how these clubs do? They want to save face, innit? They want to save face. They don't want to look stupid, especially when the fan base are all calling them out. So it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the Arsenal fan base finally are calling out Odegaard, which I think helped towards getting the Eze deal over the line. But it is what it is. Obviously, Odegaard with 2 seasons playing horrendously, but it is what it is, man. Javi Simons, he wasn't my first choice, I'll be real. Would I have taken him at Arsenal? Yeah, but he wasn't my first choice. I'd rather Alex Baena, Eze, which we got, players like that, I'll be real. But he's not a bad player. He's not a bad player. He's a good technical player, you know what I'm saying? And he's a creativity that they're lacking. So obviously with Maddison out. So it's a good deal for Spurs. Let's just keep it real. It's a good deal for Spurs. And yeah, man, obviously, I hope he flops. I hope he does nothing. And yeah, we will see, man. We will see. Obviously, it's going to be now the whole season is going to be who's performing better, Eze or Javi Simons. You know what I'm saying? But I listen, Eze's hit for the here and now. Even Spurs will say Eze was their first choice. Even the saltiest Spurs fans have to admit, Eze was your first choice. You wanted Eze. But listen, it is what it is. It's better getting Simons in than getting nobody. Do you know what I mean? Because they need some creativity. I've been saying that Spurs, the only creativity at the moment is really from Kudus on the right-hand side linking up with Richarlison. You know what I mean? So it's becoming a situation where if you nullify Kudus, you nullify most of their creativity. Johnson's not a creator. Do you know what I'm saying? They've got a lot of players there. They're not Bentancur's not a creator. You know what I mean? Basuma's not a creator. You know what I mean? Papa Matasar's not a creator like that. So they needed a creative midfielder. It's decent business for Spurs. Like, it's decent business. Obviously, they get the player over the line. I'm sure they're delighted with that business. And yeah, he signs a contract until 2030. And yeah, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? What is it? 38 million? I'm seeing here 38 million that they paid for him. So yeah, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, Thomas Frank as well, let's be honest, he has improved that squad. I'm sure he's going to improve Javi Simons. Is he going to be enough for them to break into the top 5, top 4? I still feel like they're light, but it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's something that it's a player that they wanted. And I completely agree with this comment here. Simons has bags of potential, but ain't on Eze level. Exactly, it's potential. It's potential. That's the thing with Simons. It's potential, isn't it? So yeah, potential has to get reached, innit? So he has to reach his potential. But yeah, we will see. We will see how good he does at Spurs. Obviously, over here in the Arsenal side, we're hoping that that he flops, just so we can laugh at Spurs again. Do you know what I mean? But it would have been up at Chelsea, man. Do you know what I mean? Just get the play over the line, bro. Get the play over the line. Big up North. Big up, bro. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Big up, bro. Big up. You know what I mean? Big up, man. Big up Bav as well. You know what I mean? Fucking the standards, guys. The standards. Even in a standard, guys. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. I beg you, smash the likes and sub, man. I'm not having the greatest of days. I can't lie to you. So the fact that I'm even doing the show, just smash the like, please. You know what I'm saying? Big up to the hardest working man on YouTube. Smash those likes. No, big up, bro. I wouldn't say the hardest working, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Do you know what I'm saying? I got something to announce at the end of the month. I got something to announce. So, yeah, we'll announce that at the end of the month. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. They had to get somebody in. You know what I mean? They've left it late in the flipping window. So, it is what it is. Any Spurs fans that are watching, let me know in the comments what you think about Javi Simons signing for your club. Big up North. All the Spurs fans were crying when Eze went to Arsenal. Now they're all saying Simons is levels above Eze. It's comical. Yeah, but this is... Do you know what? We get this in our fan base as well. It's the same Arsenal fans that told us that, you know, get behind Havertz because it's not about scoring goals. It's about what you do off the ball and a heat map and linking up play and all these other things. And then they were crying in January for a goal scorer. You know what I'm saying? I can't really call Spurs fans out for that because I see my own fan base doing it all the time. They move the goalpost all the time. They used to tell us that Zinchenko is pivotal to the way we play football with the inverting, extra body in midfield, and extra creator in the midfield to control the midfield and control the game. And then now they you know what I mean? They like Skelly because he can defend well. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Once upon a time, the same fan base didn't want Raya at the club. Do you know what I'm saying? They were saying Ramsdale's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Now, they're all for Raya, and you don't hear them mentioning anything about Ramsdale. Do you know what I'm saying? I got to keep it honest. Arsenal fan base is one of the most hypocritical fan bases I've ever seen. Probably the most hypocritical in this whole in the whole league. I'll just keep it real. Same fan base that told us last season Arteta must win something are the same fan base that are telling us this season he must win something. You think they're going to hold him to account? As a whole, this fan base going to hold him? No, of course not. Of course not. Arsenal fans... They move the goalpost whenever it suits them. Do you know what I'm saying? One season you must win, then he doesn't win. Oh, wait, but he didn't have this, he didn't have that, but this, but that. So I'm not really going to call out Spurs fans for that because, yes, they're being hypocritical, but it is what it is. This fan base does it all the time, and they don't like to hear it because it's the truth. They do it all the time. Once upon a time, they said, who's going to replace Odegaard? Now they're happy that we got Eze. Same fan base. Let's keep it real. Do you know what I mean? They don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. So Simons as bad as a potential player on Eze level. George is the only Spurs YouTuber, to be fair, who wanted Javi from the beginning. Yeah, I did see George say that, actually. I actually did catch George saying that, to be fair. So, you know what I mean? To be fair for him, I actually did see him say that on his channel. Good transfer for Spurs, but left wing and defender would make this transfer window better. Yeah, man, I still feel like you need another defender. I still don't think Porro's all that. Yes, the system can hide certain deficiencies in Porro's game, but ultimately, 1v1, Porro is not that guy. He's not. Going forward, you saw Porro and Kudus, they linked up well. Do you know what I'm saying? But defensively, yeah, he's not that. Van de Ven, I rate. Some people saying that that Thomas Frank is making what's his name? Flipping Romero better. I feel like Van de Ven is what they gassed up Romero to be, in my opinion. I don't think he's all that. I really don't. Eze wasn't our first choice. You wouldn't have seen the meltdown from all the Spurs fans if it wasn't your first choice. I think you're being a bit disingenuous there. I can't even lie to you. I think you're being disingenuous there. You wouldn't have the meltdown that you had within your whole fan base if he wasn't your first choice. And if the most of your fan base didn't want Eze. Let's just keep it honest. In this channel, on this channel, we keep it honest, innit? So if you don't want to keep it honest, this ain't the channel for you. We keep it honest around here. You man wanted Eze. Listen, when Arsenal looked like they weren't going to get Eze, I didn't say, oh, but I wanted Javi Simons anyway. Bro, I wanted Eze, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Here's what it is. So listen, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. True, I think Eze, because he can guarantee the quality, but Javi Simons is not a bad replacement. I'm happy as a Spurs fan. Exactly. Thank you for being honest. That's what we're saying, man. We're grown. You know what I mean? We're grown men. Let's just be honest about it. Let's not be disingenuous, start saying, oh, we didn't really want him and all that. Come on, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Leave that to the young bucks. Do you know what I mean? If you're over the age of, if you're 18 and over, come on. Let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it honest and keep it real. Your whole fan base had a meltdown over the Eze thing. Let's just keep it honest. Let's just keep it honest. No começa a mentir, yeah? No começa a mentir. These are verdade. No, what do you think about Hincapie? I don't know much about him. Everyone, you know what I mean? Big up to Zir, Bayern fan. He said, yo, he's a very good player. So yeah, I'm if he's a very good player, then bro, I'll give him a chance. Look, I'll be real. I didn't know much about Timber. I didn't know much about Calafiori. I gave both of them the same opportunity. Timber came back from injury, and then we got Calafiori. And that season, I gave them the same amount of games to judge them. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll give players that I haven't seen on a regular basis, I'll give them a chance. I'll give them a chance. But at the same time, you got to show me why you were scouted, why we brought you to the club. So I'm on the fence with Hincapie. I can't lie. I'm on the fence because I don't know. I'm hearing good things, but I haven't seen it myself. So I'm on the fence. I'm not saying shit signing. I ain't saying good signing. I'm like, yo, let me see, innit? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I ain't going to start coming in here with heat maps and, you know, field tilts and all of that. Go to Miguel. Go to Miguel's channel if you want to see all of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't do this. We don't do that around here. Do you know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that around here. Northside, Simons cost Tottenham 52 mil before. Okay, 52. So why did... Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it now. The other article got it wrong then. 52 million. But then again, I can't really cuss it because Arsenal paid 52 million for Madueke. It's just all crazy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up, bro. Spurs should have got Savio too. Him and Simons playing together at PSV. Yeah, but Man City said that they're not going to sell him, innit? They said they're not going to sell him. They're not going in for Rodrigo, and they're not going to sell. They're not going to sell Savio. So this is what happens when you leave your business late, innit? This is why I always tell Arsenal to do their business quickly, to avoid these kind of situations. You know what I mean? Big up, bro. Hope you're good. I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, come on, bro. Love my G. We're out here, man. We've got, you know what I mean? Got to do that, man. North, how you feeling about Berta now? Bro, for me right now, it's a okay, it's 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I think I gave it last time. I think it was 7 out of 10. It's 7 out of 10 transfer window for me. You know what I'm saying? There's some good things, there's some bad things. Like I said, as I know, a lot of this fan base don't want to hear it. They only want to hear praise. But at the same time, Kepa, we could have done better in the market than getting Kepa as backup. Norgard, for me, Danish El Nene. Madueke, horrendous signing, especially for the price point, but horrendous signing. You know what I mean? 52 million, horrendous signing. I would have much rather spent that on Javi Simons. I'll just be real. I'd rather have used that money and got Javi Simons. Do you know what I mean? Through the door than spending that on man like Madueke. And yeah, I'm happy with Mascara as well. Another one on the fence. Don't know. Hincapie, I'm hearing good things. I'm on the fence with Zubimendi. Good signing. I think we will see. We will see if it's a good signing. But you know what I mean. Zubimendi, Gyökeres, and Eze, very good signing. Signings that Eddie wouldn't have got over the line. Listen, I just gotta give. So I will give Berta praise on that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously as well, re-signing Gabriel, re-signing who else? Who else did we re-sign? We signed Gabriel. I think we re-signed Saka. Who else did we re-sign? Ethan. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's been some good things. You know what I'm saying? Skelly as well. Yeah, exactly. So you know, some good stuff from. It's not all bad. I just think that it could have been better. You know what I mean? Especially with the money that was there available. Like I said, I think 80 million of the money that we spent is on players that comfortably hit the bench. And I just think that that's a waste of money. If I'm going to criticize Edu by the same thing, Edu going in and buying Lokonga, Fabio Vieira, Trusty, Carl Hein, Marquinhos, re-signing Reece Nelson, you know, signing Havertz, signing Jesus. These men hit the bench. They're comfortably on the bench. So there's similarities, but there's differences between them. I was expecting more, especially with the hype around Berta. I expected a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? But he has done better than Edu. But then again, he's supposed to. He's supposed to be the sporting director with a CV. He's supposed to be the sporting director that's actually led his previous club to win major honors. So that's supposed to be the expectation. Edu's a rookie. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is why he shouldn't have ever got the job. But when you're buying some players at Edu level, that's not what we brought you in here for. Do you know what I mean? In my opinion, you're supposed to be coming in and bringing players that get us over the line. Eze, Zubimendi, Gyökeres. Do you know what I'm saying? Players like that. It's just the reality. I'm just keeping it honest. To add to the above, I'd love Eze, but we bottled it. Savio apparently wants to force the move. Wouldn't surprise me if Spurs push again. Savio was linked up with Javi. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think Frank will get the most out of Simons. Simons perfect for what we need right now. Perfect. Very unlikely. Very Levy-like to us. Great move. We're moving. That's what matters. Okay. You're happy. You're happy. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Just be grateful we didn't take Simons from you. We could have if we wanted. It's not about Eze for us. It's how we do business, dragging out deals and bitching over pennies. Yeah, well, like I said, there was money there, 80 M's. We could have got more. We could have went and got Pavlidis. We could have went and got Mateta and players like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, big up, man. Simons can flourish at the right environment. We will see at Spurs. I wanted Eze, Grealish, but we move. Exactly. Exactly. Just being honest, bro. I agree. Eze was our first choice before the Arsenal hijack. That's what I'm saying, man. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's up with the internet. People can't just be real about it. Do you know what I mean? But you can say, listen, I wanted Eze, but you know what, Simons, I'll take it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Berta's doing a madness, and he still has a surprise coming. Another big signing coming after Hincapie. We'll see. We will see. We will see. Simons is a good player on the eye. Frank will get the most out of him. Big up to everyone that's locked in. We are going to go through Arteta's press conference as well. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. But I can't lie, for Spurs, I'm just happy we are signing flair players, players with grit. We still finish 17th and need to build ourselves up. I hear it. I'm glad Eddie left. Berta ain't playing. But rather have Simons than Madueke any day. Yeah, I mean, big up Northside. Enjoy some pastel de nata and tea listening in. Hopefully, now that Stuttgart got some money for Waldemade, they can go in for Vieira, Zinchenko, and Reece leaving would be nice. Listen, Kivior's done. Kivio's going to Porto. So, you know, big up to Berta. We did need to sell some players. Hopefully that can fund moves for players like Lookman. If we get Lookman, that would be a 7 out of 10. That would be a 10. I still wouldn't give it a 10. I still wouldn't give it a 10. If we get Lookman, yeah, if we get Lookman, probably an 8. North, do you think Arsenal will push for Leao or Lookman? Still believe Arsenal need a proper left winger? Do you know what? Like I said before, there's been some signings I didn't expect us to get over the line. If I'm going to be completely fair with Berta, I was questioning Zubamendi getting over the line. I was questioning Eze. I was questioning Gyökeres, and he got them over the line. So to give him a little bit of grace, I'll wait to the end of the window. Do you know what I'm saying? We are moving a bit different than what we was under Edu, but let's see. Let's see if he can get that done. Northside, if the only stuff we do in January is to sell Jesus, that's solid for me. Get Zinchenko, Vieira, Nelson, and Lokonga out, then ship Jesus out in Jan. Bro, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we do. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll see what we do. Zinchenko, Vieira, Nelson, Lokonga, Jesus, all got to go this window, man. All got to go this window. We've been knowing for time these men need to go. Like, for time. That's why I'm not really on the wait until January. Like, get them gone now, because there's players available now that we can get. And when you've got the opportunity to sign certain players, you got to act now. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't know who's in for Lookman in January. Do you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, then what? Do you know what I mean? Let's be real. So what's your rating for this window so far? For me, it's a 5 out of 10. For me, at the moment, it's 6 out of 10. To be honest, it's 6 out of 10. We go and get Lookman. I think it pushes it to a 7 out of 10. And the reason is we still need a backup striker. We still need a deep line playmaker, another deep line playmaker. We still need a left back. You know what I'm saying? People saying Hincapie. I don't know. Is he filling in for centre back or left back? We still need one for each position. He can only cover one position at a time. So when people talk to me about versatility, a player can only play one position at a time, innit? That's the reality. Yeah, Kivio to Porto. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Just the outgoings. It literally, if Hincapie is our like centre back and left back that can actually fill in competently, if he gets injured, we've got no competent centre back and no competent left back. One injury means 2 positions are light. That's why go and get a competent centre back and go and get a competent left back as well. As well. When you're using one player to cover 2 positions, okay. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just the outgoings have been shocking, non-existent. Well, we're starting. We're starting. You know what I'm saying? I don't think 7 out of 10 is unfair. But for right now, I'm leaning more towards a 6 out of 10. There's still a couple of positions that we ain't strengthened the way that I wanted us to strengthen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't mind being proven wrong about players. I don't want players coming into this club that I don't believe in to prove me right. I want them to prove me wrong. Do you know what I mean? So, but until I see any different, then it is what it is. Until I see any different. We need a Lookman more than Hincapie. He's another Rice under Arteta's system. Let's get what we need. It's still Madueke, Martinelli, Trossard on that left. Exactly. Berta, 5 out of 10 with Zubamendi, Gyökeres, Eze. Get me Lookman, then 8 out of 10. Yeah, same, bro. 7 out of 10. And gave a lot of praise and got backlash from people saying it's a 10 out of 10. Well, these are the same Arsenal fans that told us it was a 10 out of 10 in January. It was a 10 out of 10 last summer. And yet then at the end of the season told us that the bench ain't fixed and the bench needs to be fixed. So I'll take it with a pinch of salt. These men call every window a 10 out of 10, bro. 5 out of 10 for me. And that's for Gyökeres and Eze. The rest are more filler than killer. I hear that. Facts North, we had 2 rookie in our most 2 important positions at our club. We are going to miss somebody like Partey in the midfield. It's a massive risk. It's a massive gamble, bro. You know what I'm saying? Northside, why is that Portuguese chorizo stuff? Back the squad, man. Believe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I said for me, Eze, Gyökeres and Hincapie are brilliant signings. Zubi and Kepa is good. Mascara, I don't know yet. Noni and Norgard, we could have done better. As a Spurs fan, any fan saying they didn't want Eze is doing I thought you were ugly anyway. I love Simons, but Eze would have been my first choice. We were linked to him for 3 windows. Exactly. You're chatting to him for 2 weeks. Was it 2-3 weeks? You lot were chatting with him. Do you know what I'm saying? And everyone got excited when they thought they had the here we go for Eze, bro. So these men are just lying, innit? That's saying that. That's quite a shopping list. Whoa, it's been quite some time that this manager's had to build this team. And at the end of the day, it's Arteta's fault that we have to get all of this done right now in this window. Do you know what I'm saying? It just shows how badly the team has been assembled, really. Cash in on the dead weight now. Don't let them rust on the shelf and decrease their value. Exactly, I agree. Now apparently they rejected, bro. They rejected Inter's bid for Lookman. It is what it is, man. It's pronounced Hincapie. Is that his Hincapie? There you go. Is what it is. I don't know. He's not my fellow countryman, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? North. Some people will say Vert's potential will surpass Eze and has potential to win the Ballon d'Or. We will see. We will see. First of all, we need to adjust to the league. We need to see if he can adjust to the league. These are all predictions. We will see, man. People just putting things out there, but we will see, man. You know what I mean? This Hincapie guy, we will see how good you are. We will see how good you are. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Let's get into this press conference. Let's get into this. Before I get into this press conference, hold on. Man, them, one second. I need to piss, man. 1 sec. Right. Big up to everyone that stayed. Big up to all the real ones. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, let's get into this press conference. Let's get into this press conference. You know what I'm saying? In another life. I've been listening to Scissor, bro. I'm telling you, tunes are in my head, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, man, big up to everyone that's locked in. Let's go. Let's get into this press conference. Let me know if you guys can hear, yeah? Thumbs up in the chat if you lot can hear it, yeah? All right, let's go.
Yeah, Wicca is doing better, but he will be out for a few weeks, unfortunately.
What is it? Is it hamstring?
Yeah.
No surgery required?
No surgery. It's not as bad as the previous one. Obviously, very unfortunate to pick it up. It's in the other side. If it's an action that requires full power from him, then he clashes with the opponent. He needs to change pace again, and he felt something, so he will be out for a couple of weeks.
So why is he not saying what the actual injury is? Why is he saying, oh, big up to the chat. Big up to the chat. Saka's going to be out for a couple of weeks. This is what I don't like about this manager. Why is he always vague about the issues in terms of injuries? Why can't you just say, like, he's got so-and-so injury and he's out for X amount? Man just said a couple of weeks and he just feels something. Bro, just say what's up with Saka, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Man already said, yeah? Man already said that he felt something and he's out for a couple of weeks. Why not just say what the injury is? So I mean about this manager, bro. And the thing is, the reason I'm skeptical with this guy, yeah, because I've seen him bring back Ben White injured, Odegaard injured, Partey injured. Do you know what I'm saying? Saka injured. Like, this he's got a record of the way that he handles injuries, innit? But let's continue.
So do you hope, and I know you don't know, because you're not a doctor, but do you hope that when you resume club football, he might be available?
I don't know. Let's see how he evolves in the next few days, few weeks. Repeat the scan and see where he's at.
You don't know. You actually expect me to believe that you don't know what's up with Saka. You've got a medical team that do exams and tests. It's been a couple of days since we last played, and you're telling me that you don't know. Bro, get the hell out of here, man. This is what I mean. He's not transparent. This is what I hate about this manager. You're not transparent. Just tell us what's going on with the player. But do you know why he doesn't do it? Timber, another one, exactly. Do you know why he doesn't do it? Yeah, and actually says what's up. So then he can play the player, and you're not going to say, "Oh, he's injured," because he said, "Oh, I said a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks can be 2 weeks. A couple of weeks can be 3 weeks. A couple of weeks can be 4 weeks, 5 weeks." Do you know what I'm saying? So we can rush him back, and then you have nothing to hold him to. That, oh, but you said Saka's injured for 4 weeks. Why is he coming back after 2 weeks? This is what it is, man. This manager, bro. This manager. You know what I mean?
Martin, he's obviously been selected for his national squad. What's the situation with him?
We don't know yet. He hasn't trained yet, and if he does, it will be tomorrow. And let's see. He's doing everything he can. We're doing everything that we can to make him available, but we'll have to wait and see tomorrow.
So that's not.
Okay, so another player, Odegaard, you're asked about, and you're saying you don't know what's up with Odegaard, but we're doing everything to make him available, which means, to me, I'm sorry, I've seen you do this before, Arteta. You are trying to see if you can just inject these guys up and say, yo, can he come back early? I need him right now. Because you know the pressure's on this season. Bro, I'm sorry, but I'm skeptical about everything this manager says. Skeptical. And this goes down to years ago, the way you treated Partey. Last season, the way you handled injuries, the way you ran players into the ground. I'm sorry. You don't know anything. You don't know what's up with Saka. You don't know what's up with Odegaard. Somehow, alguma coisa não está a me cheirar bem. Alguma coisa não está a me cheirar bem. And what that means is, something to me is not smelling right. That cheira de cocô. That cheira de rea. That cheira de xixi. Let's continue.
Definitely not serious.
With Nicorette.
Okay, now move, man. That's what I'm saying. We want to hear from Super Mick.
No, well, there is an injury there, but hopefully, if everything goes well, he can cope with it, but we don't know yet.
So, with Kai Havertz, we know he's had surgery. Is that weeks rather than months before he's recovered?
I think it will be weeks, but I don't know how many months. Very unfortunate, very sad for him. I think he did tremendously well to recover from the previous one.
Well, hold on. You just said Saka's out for weeks, but he don't need surgery. But when it comes to Havertz, oh, he's out for weeks, but I don't know how many months, but he's out for weeks. Well, how is the player that's having knee surgery only out for weeks, not months? But apparently the player in Saka that went down feeling something, he's only out for weeks. Bro, this ain't making sense, bro. This ain't making sense. How's a player that's having a knee surgery, is going to be out for the same amount of time for Saka that apparently doesn't need surgery, but is injured. But it's the same recovery time. Somehow, some way, essa porcaria não tá me cheirar bem. Alguma coisa aqui não tá me cheirar bem. Something ain't smelling right now. I don't know if he had one of them ski slopes before he came out to the press conference. This ain't sounding right now. Everybody's just a couple of weeks. Knee surgery, couple of weeks. Do you know what I'm saying? Hamstring injury, couple of weeks. Bro, I'm sorry. This sounds like bullshit, bro. You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to keep the, you know what I'm saying? Keep the stress down, because he knows Liverpool game ain't going to be straightforward. Let's continue.
Never had an injury before. And suddenly this happens, but this is our profession, part of football. We need to live with that. Obviously, we lose another big player for many, many weeks, but it was the right thing to do, and the doctor's advice.
Right. So all the top gooners that are watching right now, did you hear what your manager just said? Injuries is part of the game. We've got to live with that. Cool. Your manager just said that, Your manager just said that. Third game of the season, injuries is part of the game, something we've got to live with. I don't want to hear nothing about injuries. Because this manager also has been perpetuating that whole, oh, we got injuries. Oh, but players was injured. Oh, but if other teams were in our position that had injury. This is what he said last season. If other teams had the same injuries that we had, would they been able to cope with it? Cool. You just said out of your mouth that football, injuries is part of football. We have to live with it. Cool. I don't want to hear that as an excuse, innit? I don't want to hear that as an excuse. I don't want to hear that as an excuse. Everyone in the chat, remember, 29th of August, before my birthday is the 31st. You already know. Do you know what I'm saying? Man said injuries is part of the game. We have to live with that. Remember that one.
And I think he was very, very convinced at the end that it was the quickest and the best way to resolve that issue.
You did mention the word months there, so it could be months.
Yeah, every time there is a surgery, you expect something like this. So I leave that to the medical staff or himself to explain in detail what it was. But
oh, so it could be months. When you have an injury like this, you can expect it. I'll leave it to the medical staff. So man said I'll leave it to the medical staff to explain it. So do you not talk to the medical staff? Do you not talk to do they not report to you? Yes, they talk to the player. Did you think that we're stupid that they don't talk to the manager? Sorry, Mikel. Havertz is going to have a knee surgery. He's probably out for about the next 3-4 months. He's out. So you can't use him. He needs to recover. What are you talking about, bro? Why can't you tell us what the medical staff have said, bro? They're going to give you a rough estimate, and you're telling us weeks. They did not tell you a couple of weeks, bro. They did not tell you a couple of weeks for a knee surgery. But this is what I'm saying about this man. He's not honest, bro. And the people that want us to like this man, this is why I don't. Apart from the tactics and the lineups, and this is what I don't like. You're not honest about it. Why are you hiding it? Just tell us the truth, bro. Havertz is out for the next couple of months. He's out for the next couple of months.
Hopefully, the most important thing is when he gets back, he's in good condition, and medium and long term, we protect as well the player.
How disappointing is that? Three big names, three big important names.
He just started the season, and we lost 3 of our main players. But that's the reality, and very unfortunate situation. 3 very different.
You see that? You see that? Man just said, yeah, a couple of minutes ago, man said, injury is part of the game. We got to live with that. You can't really complain. And then straight away, start of the season, guys. We already have 3 injuries. Why are you using it as an excuse? You just told us it's part of the game. We got to live with that. So is it, which one is it? You want to use it, the injuries as an excuse, or it's part of the game? We've got to live with that. Which one is it, bro? Because you're saying 2 different things. One way, you're trying to say, well, you know, it's part of the game. The next way, you're trying to weaponize it. Start the season. Already 3 injuries. Cool. It's already 3 injuries. Why is that? Why is that? We've got injuries due to your lack of man management and managing players back from health and back from injuries from last season. This is the repercussion of your mistakes from last season, bro. What are you talking about? Man trying to make it seem like it's just random injuries. No, it's the way that you've been managing these players. He said something as well before I continue the clip. He said, this is the first time we've seen Havertz injured. He doesn't really get injured. Well, I could say the same thing about Partey. How come all these players that never got injured before get injured under your watch? Why are they getting injured under your watch? Explain that to me. Explain that to me. Maybe you're doing something wrong. Let's continue.
Situations, but that's why we keep insisting. Like everybody else, you need a big squad to be able to cope and sustain the level.
And if that's not enough, then Christian, I guess, is still doubts.
Yeah. So that's another 2 that we don't know yet. Again, tomorrow we have another day. Let's see how they evolve, and there is a chance to keep them involved in the game.
On the brighter side, Arteta,
yeah,
it's had a great week's training, fitted in really well. Tell us about his first week here.
Yeah, really impressed with him. I heard a lot of things about him. I spoke to a lot of people about him. Really bright, very special energy, a special aura around him, and yeah, really willing. He's already gathering a lot of information, the things that we want to see on that pitch, but especially
special aura, special player. I remember you saying this about Odegaard. Now he's about to hold bench to Eze. I remember you saying this about Zinchenko. Now you want to sell him. I remember you saying this about Kivio. You want to sell him to, well, you've sold him. Special aura, special player. Yeah. Okay, Mikel. There's a lot of players that you said special aura, special players, and you got rid of them. Players that you didn't inherit, you brought to the club. But okay, every player's special aura. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, now he's talking about Eze. Yeah, I'm saying Eze needs to start. If he's so special, Eze needs to start. Eze must start. You got special aura, special player, cool, whatever. He should start, innit? You brought in a number 10 because your captain has been trash for the last 2 seasons, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm being polite, only mentioning the last 2 seasons. So I expect Odegaard to hold bench and Eze to be starting, innit?
Actually, make sure that he has the freedom and the capacity to express his quality, which is the reason why we brought him here.
Even more so.
Cool. I like that one. We want Eze to express his freedom and capacity to change the game. Cool. I don't want you making Ethan robotic. I don't want you making Dalman robotic. And you better not be making Eze robotic. Man just said he's got Eze. We bought Eze here because he got a special aura and we want him to have the freedom. Freedom. Do you know what I'm saying? Freedom. Cool. I don't want to see none of this. Oh, you can't play here. You can't go there. You can't go into certain areas of the game. Let him cook. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, I see you giving directions and no, you got to push back and you got to press back and all this. Cool. I'm gonna remind you of these words, bro. You said you bought Eze here because he's a special player with special aura, and you want him to express his talent with freedom. Cool, no problem. Because we remember around here. The North remembers.
So that you'd heard in terms of his character, his personality, a great guy.
Yes, very impressed with that. Yeah.
So straight in then, given the situation with Martin potentially as a number 10 at Anfield.
We have options in that position.
As soon as he got pressed, the journalist said, "Oh well, with all these accolades and everything, Eze must be straight into the team then. With all these accolades you're giving him. Oh well. You know, we got a lot of options. Nah, bro. You bought Eze, bro. We want to see him playing, bro. You spent the peas. We got different options. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What option is Odegaard bringing this team? That filo da puta's doing nothing, bro. Looking like an Ellen DeGenerate looking lesbian, bro. He ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? The Norgard, the flipping Norwegian Slim Shady, bro. That's what he's looking like. Get that filo da puta off the pitch. Eze starts, bro. I don't want to hear no bullshit about, we got options. Fuck out of here with the options, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If your options were better, you wouldn't have bought Eze into the team. So hold that.
And that's a good thing that we have this year. So let's see. As I said, another day, and I'm not going to give you any clues, obviously.
The fact that he adds to your ability to be unpredictable, that's one of the reasons you wanted him there.
Sure, and we have a lot of players now. They can play in different positions and they can fulfill gaps when we have them. And looking.
Oh my God! Again with the same porcaria that you've done years ago. We've got different players that can play different positions. Bro, we've done this shit. It don't work. You tried it with Havertz. It failed. You tried it with Trossard. It failed. You tried it with Partey. It failed. They can't play multiple positions. You tried it with Zinchenko. It failed. It doesn't work, bro. You tried it with Kivior. It failed. How many more times you're going to do this versatility shit? We're doing another season of versatility, bro. This is what annoys me. It's the same porcaria. This guy has run out of, we got different players that can play different positions. You've done this already. Filo da puta. You've done this already. Você tá estúpido, tá louco? Tu cansado dessa porra. What are you doing? Bro, I don't want to be hearing this no more. I don't want to hear this. We can do this. You can do that. What are you talking about, bro? For this.
At the start of the season that we already have with injuries, that's going to be very necessary. So very happy to have the ability to do that.
Hincapie, his name's been linked with you before the window closes. Leverkusen, again, the fact that he's versatile is the kind of player you like.
You know the answer to that. I cannot talk about players that are not part of our squad.
But let's ask you a supercomputer question before I finish.
Okay, sure.
The supercomputer tells me that it's the first time in 8 years that the top two teams the season before have faced each other so early in the season. Earliest for 8 years. Is that a shame? Should it have been later in the season? Would you prefer it later in the season?
It's what it is. We have to play them. They are the champions. They are a champion for a reason because they deserve to be champion. They were the better team last year, the most consistent one, the one that find ways to win in many different ways. And we want to be that team this year. And
cool. Thank you very much. Two things this guy said. At first, injuries are part of the game. We've got to live with that. It's part of football. Second thing he's just mentioned, it doesn't matter. They asked him, it's the first time in 8 years where you're facing the big six so early on in the window. He said, it is what it is. We've got to live with that. Cool. I don't want to hear no excuses. if you don't win a major honor, bro. I don't want to hear no excuses. You're telling me injuries are no excuses. You're telling me the fixtures no excuses. That's what I want to hear, Mikel. No reason not to win. You told us that we've got extra options or whatever. That's why you bought Eze. We got extra options. Cool. You got versatility. Cool. No problem. Tá tudo bem. Tá tudo lindo. Não tem nenhuma razão para não ganhar troféu esse ano. Huh? This year, I don't want to hear no pucaria, bro. I don't want to hear no pucaria. Please continue. Please continue.
We need to go to Anfield with that spirit and that conviction.
We need to go to Anfield with the spirit, the espiritu, and the conviction. Anyhow, you lose to Liverpool. Oh my God, my match reaction. I'm going to absolutely cook this whole club, bro. I swear that I ain't hearing no bullshit. I don't care if they're favorites. I don't care if they're champions. We should have been champions 4 years ago. You told me it took Klopp 4 years to win a major honor. We're on phase 6. I don't want to hear no bullshit. So good. No problem. Let's continue.
Hi, Mikel.
Hello.
So obviously you've seen Eze in training for a week.
Yeah.
All of us are very aware of his qualities and what he can bring to a team. But from the little we have seen, what do you feel he'll add to this squad?
First of all, his energy. I think when you are next.
Every player energy, bro. They're athletes, bro. Every player brings energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Madueke brings energy, bro. They all train. Like every time they bring energy. Like this is something like raw. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like the Espiritu Santo and the intensity, guy. What are you talking about? Like that's the first thing. Is like first of all, they bring the energy, the Espiritu Santo, and the Holy Ghost, guys. Oh my God. These men have got chefs. They got people looking after their diet. They train every day. They're athletes. They stay in shape. I'm fucking expecting them to have energy. Even Bob, that works for the construction site, that has a pot belly and gets a Chinese and a beer every Friday, has energy to go into work on Monday. What are we talking? I just can't stand this guy. He bring the energy. But what energy, bro? For this.
To him, you are comfortable. He's got a big smile. He picks teams. He has you the.
He's got a big smile. This guy knows nothing about football. Man said he brings energy and he's got a big smile. What the fuck is up with it? What kind of fucking analysis of a player is this? He has the Espiritu Santo and he had the combination and he had the versatility and he has the energy and he has a big smile, guys. Big smile, guys. Very happy, very mucho happy, guys. Muy rico, guys. Muy hermoso, guys. Muy rico, guys. What the fuck are you chatting about, bro? Just chat.
Right questions and then just him flow with that ball and the ability he has.
Flow. He has the flow, guys. He can flow it. He can flow it with the ball, guys. He can flow it. He has a smile, guys, and he has the Espiritu Santo, guys. You can tell it was Berta that scouted the player, bro. It wasn't this guy, bro. Look at this guy. Look at his eyes, bro. Man looks like he took a shot of crack, bro. This guy's chatting rubbish, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care if people calling me negative, bro. What kind of analysis of a baller is this, bro?
To pick passes, to drive past people, effortless, and just to understand the timing of things. Very impressive.
I know it's early in the season, and you talk about the standards that Arsenal has, meaning to win every game. How much does tomorrow feel like a season-defining game to put a marker down, given how close Arsenal's been in the last season?
A very important one, obviously, and you want to continue building the momentum that we are in right now, and going to those grounds, those stadiums against this kind of opposition is what we want, and come from those big games winning in a really convincing way. That's the objective.
Winning in a very convincing way. We want to win in a very convincing way. Well, let me tell you something about convincing. Yeah? Let me tell you something. We weren't convincing against Man United, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we got a better team than Leeds is what it is. I want to see a convincing performance against Liverpool, innit? Convincing. I don't want to see none of this holding back. Yeah, I mean, defending, set piece FC. I want to see a convincing performance, like you say. I want convincing, guys. Convince me, guys. You know what I mean? With the flow. We want a flow. And the fact that you just said the timing of Eze's passing, his vision, and everything else like that. Anyhow, you start Odegaard and you do not sub that, fill that puta off after 30 minutes to get somebody that can actually link up with the striker that we got that you bought in Gyökeres, what's your excuse? Is it not convincing? Okay.
Of course, you got the draw against Liverpool last season, both home and away. I'm sure you're aware of the stat that the last time Arsenal won.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Move, man. We want to see Super Mick, man. We want to hear from Super Mick.
You were a part of the team in 2012. What do you feel needs to change to try and get that win this time around?
Be better than we've been in these games, more efficient, and do what we've done with many other stats that we had even for longer before. Just go there and be convinced that we can go to Anfield and win.
And you feel that?
Yes, I do, yeah. Thank you.
Mikel, Arne Slot's been talking about the subtle differences to the way that your team plays now with a kind of out-and-out number 9 up top.
Is that Tom Canton I can hear? Is that his? Fucking no, you're chatting to him like he's your gal, bro. Just tell him, bro, when we're winning a fucking trophy, how about that? Ask him. Yo, pussy, yo. When we're winning a trophy, bro, because Ange had the ball to say, I win it in my second year. Ask him, when we're winning a trophy, what year? When? Tell me now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have said to him. I don't give a shit, bro. I'm telling you, I'll be moving furniture in that press conference. Arteta, let's stop the bullshit now. When are we winning a trophy? When are we expecting to win a major honor now? I swear down, you're pissing me off, bro. That's what I would have said. Do you know what I'm saying? Arteta, let me just, Arteta, please, me, pick me. Oh, Arteta, oh, I love your hair. Oh, fucking hell, the stubble. Oh, just want to run my fingers through your stubble. Anyway, Arteta, I just love the combinations. I love the versatility with the players, with the boys. Shut the fuck up, man. Ask him a proper question, bro.
Arne Slot's been talking about the subtle differences to the way that your team plays now with a kind of out-and-out number 9 up top. They've made a lot of transfers this summer and they've changed things up top. Is there any differences you've noticed to the way Liverpool play and the way you're going to approach the game?
Yes, because I think the individual characteristics at the end is what it changes, molds or evolves a team. And it's clear that a certain player receiving the ball in certain areas with different qualities, the outcome is going to be different. And they made a lot of signings, really good signings. They keep evolving the squad like we've done as well. So big match ahead.
Okay, so you know about all their characteristics. I remember when you said something similar about PSG. Before we faced PSG, you said, I know the quality of the PSG and we can match them for the quality. Bro, we got slapped up. Played off the park. So sorry for the skepticism, but I've heard this before, Arteta, where I know the combination, I know the players, I know the stats, I know the energy, I know the flow of the ball. I know the flow. The ball has to flow. And it has to be with the right energy and the right the teeth. It has to be with the teeth in the mouth. They really want it. Anyhow, we get slapped up by Liverpool. Anyhow, you embarrass me this weekend.
Hi. You described the United game as a bit of a basketball match. And at Anfield, there's like a chance for there to be opportunities that you're in control and they're in control. There's be a lot of counter-attacks. And you've signed some players like Victor and Ebere who suit moments in transition. Did you specifically target players like that would be good for these moments where you're going to hit teams?
We have to add values that are players that add value to things that can define football matches. And those two, they had the ability at the end to make the final action in many ways.
Right. So when you were asked about, did you bring players to win games? He said players that can affect the final action and can win games. Okay, cool. Let's see if Madueke defines games and gets us over the line and the final ball. Let's see if he's able to do that. Innit? No problem. Continue, Arteta. Continue.
To finish with the ball in the back of the net, which is the outcome that we want in every action that we have in our attacking phase. And those two, they're going to add this individual action, magic moments, and that's what we need to win games.
And 27.
Individual moment, magic moments. Oh my days. Man said magic moments, you know.
Injuries last season. I think 7 players have already been missing this season, which must be a big pain. Does it ever make you look internally? Is there anything more Arsenal can do for those situations, try to mitigate that? Or do you kind of accept that it's part of the volume of matches clubs play these days?
No, first of all, we have to analyze what we do, first of all. That's for sure. I think in the previous season, we had the best record in the Premier League. The following season, we had one of the worst as well, because the extent, not the amount, but the extent of the injuries of certain players, especially.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You started off this press conference saying injuries are part of the game. We have to deal with it. Now you're saying, oh, we got the best stats in the league. Well, guess what? No one gives a fuck. We ain't won nothing. No one gives a shit, filho da puta. Nobody quer saber dessa merda that you're waffling about right now. We ain't won nothing. So you can have the best stats, even though I don't believe we have the best stats. You can accumulate the most points, even though we haven't accumulated the most points over the last couple of years. You can have all of that. But guess what? You didn't do what is required to be champions. That's the most important thing. And when you're talking about, oh, we had it's not the injuries, it's the extent of the injuries. You just said injuries are part of the game. So which one is it? Is it part of the game, or is it an excuse, bro? Is it part of the game, or isn't it an excuse, bro? You also said we got different combinations. So by you saying we got different combinations, you got different players that can fill in different spots to get us over the line. So do you believe in these players playing different combinations, or do you not? Is it about the injuries, or is it part of the game? You're making no sense, bro. You're making no sense. As soon as you get pressed, it's but the combinations. The combinations and the stats the stats is, let me tell you something. You told us that we ain't won at Old Trafford for 22 years. We won there in 2015. What are you talking about? 06 as well. It's not been 22 years since we won at Old Trafford. So you've been coming out with a lot of bullshit stats from a long time. And this was only the other day that you came out with this bullshit. So sorry that we don't believe you, but you come out with nonsense, bro. You don't fact check anything. It pisses me off, bro. Just tell the fucking truth, bro. How hard is it nowadays for grown men to just tell the bloody truth, bro? Barefaced liar, bro. Barefaced liar.
Yeah, so Javi Jesus, the long-term injuries we have with the hamstring injuries. So, yeah, we have looked at everything. We are continually monitoring and evolving the needs of the players and the schedule. But unfortunately, we pick very diverse injuries again. That probably some of them were very unexpected.
Well, there we go. There we go. We picked up multiple injuries that were unexpected. You just said it's part of the game. So why are you not prepared? Yeah, you don't always expect players to get injuries or players that were injured to get re-injured. But you just said it's part of the game. So that means it's down to you to make sure we got a squad good enough. I mean, you've been given 6 years. You've been given almost £1 billion, bro. And you're still with the, I don't know where the injury came from. What are you talking about? You're telling us we've got a great squad. So utilize that squad. What are you talking about? Tottenham won a trophy and Ange didn't even have all his players. What's the excuse? What's worse, having injuries or not having your players? It's much of a muchness. Both are not available, but he still got over the line. Glasner still got over the line. Eddie Howe still got over the line. Chelsea still got over the line. What are you talking about? Bun all these excuses, bro. Bun all these excuses. This is not a team you inherited. This is a team that you've created. And you always gas it up when players are available. We've got combinations. Have we got combinations or have we not? Because don't talk to us about combinations and the bench if you're not going to utilize them, bro. What are you chatting about?
Simon,
Hi.
It's probably something we didn't ask you in recent seasons, but with the depth you've got now and the options you've got now, do you worry at all about keeping everyone happy?
Move this, man. Move this, man. I'm gonna get through this press conference. I'm already done with this press conference. Them guys waffling, bro.
Really? No, I think the word is that I care that everybody is as happy as it possibly can be. That's a big part of my job, our job at the end, to make sure that every player feels that he's fulfilling his potential. And
you care about the players being happy. Well, Zinchenko came out and said he doesn't feel wanted. He doesn't feel like he's got a place in his team. Zinchenko's words, not Northside, Zinchenko. So if you care so much about the players, why does Zinchenko feel like that in this squad? And I ain't seen no team coming in for Zinchenko properly. But you care so much about the players. So why is Zinchenko calling you out saying that he doesn't feel wanted in the team, doesn't feel selected? Why don't you just try him as a number 10? Since he is a number 10, not a fullback. I'm not saying that he should start. We got Eze, we got Ethan, you know what I'm saying? Make him feel wanted in the cups, but you don't do that. You keep playing him as a fullback. But you care about players being wanted. That's your job, apparently, according to you. Get the fuck out of here, man.
He's doing what he loves the most, which is to play football. And so far with the squad that we have and the 5, 6, 7 injuries that we already have, we haven't had many problems to make the squad. But with everybody available, that will be a different scenario. But we're going to have to live with that. And that's why that competition is going to raise the level for everybody.
Just one on Eze coming in. Obviously on that left flank now, you've got him. Trossard, Madueke, Martinelli. There was a bit of suggestion earlier in the summer that's kind of come back again that maybe Martinelli could be someone that leaves because of the competition there. Is that something you can see happening before?
No, and I think Gavi has been a super important player for us and is going to remain to be very, very, very important. And the fact that we have options with different qualities, that's going to fulfill what we want because every opponent is going to require different things. And then the state, the moment, the way that those players are impacting the game, and that competition is needed. We have in many other areas in the pitch, and is needed, especially in the front line, to start the game and to finish the game. So I'm very happy with what we have.
There you go. There you go. There you go. We're keeping Martinelli. What quality is Martinelli bringing to the team? Because you don't play attacking football to actually get the best out of Martinelli. Not saying that I rate Martinelli, but his best quality is when he has space, when he plays in an attacking team. So what are you actually doing to get the best out of him? But all of a sudden, we need the quality of Martinelli. What are you chatting about, bro? What are you chatting about? My guy is waffling, bro. Absolutely waffling.
Okay, last two in the Aslive section. Firstly, Phil at the back there.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
I spoke about Liverpool earlier and saying, they deserved to be champions last year. They had a good team. They've obviously added to their squad this year. Do you think they should be considered the favourites to win the league this year?
Well, I think the favourite is always the one that won the previous year. And that's it. And somebody has to come and take that crown away from them. And that's what I suppose the rest we are going to try to do. We already started with the first 2 games in the Premier League, and that's the aim, be better than them.
Just one of the kind of obviously had a hamstring injury last year, which was around for a long time. He's already picked up another one this year, albeit in the other leg. Is that a concern to you at all?
Yes, it is obviously a big one, especially when we talk about a sprinter, a player that gets into that zone very often in a football match that needs that burst, that change of rhythm, of pace to be, as threatening as possible. But we will learn again why it happened, make him stronger. And unfortunately, injuries are part of your career. He hasn't had that many, to be fair, with the amount of games that he's played at his age. That is something that we want to eradicate for sure.
And how are you going to eradicate that? Playing him into the ground. Playing him into the ground, yeah? Not subbing him off when the game is won, yeah? That's how you're going to eradicate that. You talk a big game, Arteta, bro, but I don't see no action. All I see is waffling and talking, bro.
I think a couple of weeks ago you mentioned when Jorginho leading the leadership group had to kind of be reshuffled a bit. I was wondering, would you be willing to say who's in the leadership group now, or is that fine?
There are a few. I think at some point it will come out, but there are a few players, a few names. Very happy with the outcome, the way it was done as well. And that's...
The funny thing is, yeah, this manager's forever keeping secrets, but the secrets never work. What was the secret against PSG? What was the secret against Bayern Munich? What was the secret in the cup games last season? We're going to keep a secret now, guys. I can't tell you the leadership group. Who gives a fuck? Like, that doesn't even really matter like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not going to tell you about the leadership group, go. But what are you talking about? Man's going on like you're some tactician, bro. You resorted to long throw-ins against PSG. You're not a tactician, bro. Just answer the fucking question, bro. What's up with this filo da puta, bro? Guys, I can't tell you. I cannot speak. But what are you talking about? just pisses me off the way this guy acts. Like, oh, I'm such a tactician. Oh, I'm not gonna let nobody know about the what tactics? What was the tactics against Man United, bro? We almost bottled that game. What was the tactics, filho da puta? Bringing on flipping multiple defenders. Is that the tactics? Relying on set pieces. You're not that guy, bro. 6 years, you're not that guy. You can't even fucking win a Carabao Cup in 6 years. And you're talking about, I cannot. No, guys, no. We need the flow, we need the Espírito Santo, and we need the flow. Cala a boca, estúpida merda. Estás a enganar again. Estás a enganar a mim? Pensas que estás a me enganar? Pensas que tu estás a me enganar? Vai te fuder, pá. I'm tired of this, tactician. Tactical where? We need to be a tactical against fucking PSG. We need you to be a tactical in the Europa League against Sporting and Olympiacos. You're not a tactician, bro. You're not that guy. Your tactics are fucking stale, bro. Your team lineups are shit. Let me just break it down to you. Your substitutions are shit. They don't change the game. You have no plan B. You are getting your left back doing the same porcaria that you had the previous left back doing, and he's getting exposed. What are you talking about? You bring in a flipping striker and you have no patterns of play to get the most out of him. Your captain has been shit for the last 2 years. Abre esses olhos e não vão fuder com a minha cara. Não brinca com a minha cara, já? Porque eu já cheguei a esse limite agora. Já cheguei nesse limite. Don't chat to me like I'm a dickhead, bro. We're not going to expose it. Shut the fuck up, bruv. The arrogance pisses me off. You ain't got over the line to have arrogance. Mourinho had arrogance. You know why? Winning Champions League with Porto. Winning the league. Going to Inter. Winning multiple major honours. Going to Chelsea. Winning multiple major. That's where the arrogance... Where the fuck does your arrogance come from, bro? What the fuck have you done? Fucking dickhead, bro. Am I a dickhead, bro? I'm tired, bro. I swear down, he pisses me. I don't give a shit, bro. Certain man tell me, oh, no, sir, don't swear in the chat. I don't give a fuck. I've had enough of this bullshit, bro. I don't see nothing this season tactically, nor in terms of lineup, that makes me expect anything different, bro. And you're sitting there saying, we're not going to say about the leadership. Bro, get the fuck off your high horse, bro. What the fuck have you done to have that fucking arrogance, bro? Dickhead, bro. Absolute dickhead, bro. I can't, bro, sitting, it ain't even been a full, it ain't even been 13 minutes. And this guy's already, já cheguei aqui. Aqui que eu já cheguei com o limite. Aqui. And people say, oh, but when you're angry, we won against Leeds. Filho da puta, we ain't playing Leeds every fucking week. Yeah? And what I'm seeing ain't convincing. It ain't convincing. Estúpido da merda. Tô cansado, pá.
I think it's a very good reflection of the group.
Okay, and on Barry, you mentioned the way he kind of flows with the ball. I was just wondering, is that kind of like a throwback to, I don't know, players you played with here? I'm thinking of players like, they're not identical, but playmakers who played out wide, like Cazorla, Rosicky, those types of players. Did it make you kind of think of those guys?
Yeah, they have a different feel of the ball, you know, and everything glides and...
Man talking about Santi Cazorla, man says he got a different feel of the ball and everything glides. We're done. We're winning nothing. Yeah, I'm already. You can tell a waffler when you see a waffler, and this guy is a waffler. He's a Del boy. He's a waffler. He's a Jack the lad. He's one of the lads. He ain't, bro. This guy is done. Man said the feeling of the ball. What feeling, bro? Man's always talking about the ball. We're looking at your fucking tactics, you stupid da merda. Don't talk to me about the fucking ball, bro. Tired of this guy, bro. I swear that I need to go, man. I'm going out anyway. I don't give a shit, bro. I'm going out anyway tonight. I don't give a fuck, bro. Feeling of the ball, gliding, smiling, energy. Shut up, you stupido. Da puta. Vai tomar no cu, seu estúpido. Da puta que pariu. Fucking dickhead, bro. What are you talking about? Fucking hell. Vai tomar no cu is my last words to you. But fucking gliding on the ball. Take him out for a dickhead, bro. I don't give a shit. I want to hear tactics. I want to see in-game management. I want to see the right players. I want to see fucking Martinelli starting, bro. I don't want to see flipping Odegaard starting games, bro. I don't want to see Calafiori starting games, bro. What are you talking about? Agora já chegou o limite. I'm tired. I don't give a shit. People say, oh, you're overreacting. Oh, não quero saber. Já chegou a hora de ganhar troféu, porra. Já chegou a hora. E eu não vou admitir que esse filho da puta de treinador fica aí a falar porcaria instead of telling us the fucking truth. Do not tell me in a fucking press conference that Martinelli is fucking important to this fucking team, you fucking waste man. Not in a fucking mood today. Já chegou o limite. Don't fucking tell me that Martinelli is pivotal to this fucking game, you fucking spastic. Done with this. Anyway, we're redirecting. No, tô cansado. I need to go out. I need to have some beers. I don't care. I'm going out. Tired of this shit. Tired of it now. I'm tired of it. Who's fucking live, man? Arsenal Revolution TV. Let me do it. Yeah. Rashid. I'm done, bro. I'm done now. Acabou. Já chegou o limite agora. I don't want to hear no bullshit press conferences, bro. Eu quero ver resultados. Eu quero ver troféus. That is what I want to see. Results and trophies. Results, trophies. Acabou. Sovacos no ar, armpits in the air, e acabou. Não quero vir numa porcaria de tá lesionado, porque o jogador não pode jogar. Não quero saber. Tá aqui agora. Tá aqui. Taking me for some dickhead, bro. I'm gonna go have a beer. Big up to all the man, big up to all the real ones, big up to everyone liking and subscribing and all that type of shit. Anyhow, I'm telling you, no. Because I'm getting hot now in this bitch. Anyhow, olha bem pro meu olho, huh? Look at my eye. Anyhow, we don't beat Liverpool. Ai, meu Deus. Esse chinelo vai dançar. Huh? This slipper is gonna dance. It's gonna dance all across your forehead, bro. You better beat Liverpool. I am not in the mood this weekend to be bantered. It's my fucking birthday on Sunday. 31st of August, 1992. Yeah? Anyhow, we don't beat Liverpool. I'm gonna rebentar the internet. Eu vou rebentar esse internet. I'm gonna bust this internet, bro. Anyhow, my fucking birthday. You man don't win. Don't pick up the fucking 3 points. I'm telling you right now. I told you this season ain't gonna be toxic and negative. It's gonna be demonic, bro. It's gonna be toxic and demonic. I am not in the fucking mood, bro. The shit that's going on in my purse, I am not in the mood. I'm going to the Dominican club on Sunday. I'm gonna get beers. I'm gonna get bottles. I'm gonna be with the man them. I'm gonna be with the killers. Do you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good time. I'm telling you, anyhow, you piss me off for my fucking birthday. Ai! Eu juro! Vou arrebentar com todos. Eu arrebento com todos, huh? I'm not in a fucking mood, bruv. I am not in a fucking mood. I better not see no top gooners out. I better not see no... Bro, I'm telling you, I'm not in the mood. When you see me, it's going to be G-Unit, bro. It's going to be G-Unit. You see the way G-Unit handled gunplay? What was it? The BET Awards? Kicked him through the barriers? I'm telling you, this club is going to get fly kicked through the barriers. I don't give a shit. Anyhow, my fucking birthday. You filhos da puta do not get the fucking 3 points. Vocês vão dançar funaná. Vocês vão dançar kizomba. Vocês vão dançar salsa. Estão avisados, já? You lot are warned. Vocês estão avisados. I'm not in a fucking mood, bruv. Put the fucking slipper down. Estão avisados. We're redirecting. We're going to I don't even know where we're going. We're going to Rashid's channel. Northside Raid on the way in. I'm out. I am out. Goodbye.